we are negotiating. That means that we have a set of offensive interests. So does my American counterpart, and we are of course pushing as much as possible. But to have an agreement, and this House is proof of it, you have to compromise. That's the whole part. So we want increased access to the American market when it comes to tariffs and services and procurement and so on. But then it also means that we will be willing to give increased access to the European market. That means if that is a concession, yes. But of course, that's why we do trade agreements. But I think we are perfectly clear on both sides that we're not lowering any standards. We have in some fields, because of different culture or political or historical reasons, come to a certain level of protection that is slightly different. In some ways, some areas it's higher in Europe, in some it's higher in the US. And of course, no consumer in the EU wants us to lower those standards, and no consumer in the US wants to standard. So they are off. What we are discussing when it comes to standards are areas where we have the same level of protection, but we need to duplicate. We need to inspect our factories twice to make sure that our medical devices are made in a safe way, that is good. We have certain technical standards we need to live up with. We have to test twice, and if we can do it once, that will save a lot of money and a lot of time, especially for small and medium-sized companies who don't have those room of maneuver bigger companies have. So that's what we're doing. But areas where we differ too much, they're simply not on the agenda. So we are not in the business of lowering standards, and that is very clear. And this is also where, from the European point of view, we have a very vigilant European Parliament who will be watching this, and also, of course, all the member states who, before and after every negotiation round, as well as the European Parliament, are being briefed and informed about what we're doing. And we also have advisory group with members. Some of them are here, and we're grateful for your input, who are watching and who are giving us advice on how to address issues where we're uncertain. So, and in the end, of course, it's an agreement that needs to be approved by member states and the European Parliament, and that it will be totally public to everybody what we have done and what we haven't done. So this is a clear mandate, and this is not an area where there would be concessions.